it takes a special person to step in and try and make a difference. We begin in Salt Lake City, Utah, on the morning of March 5th, 1994, as the tranquility of the second floor of the main public library was tragically shattered.
Don't anybody move! I've got a gun and I got a bomb in the bag right here. So we just take it easy here and nobody gets hurt. Is anyone in here? Is anyone in here?
Yeah, in here.
Hurry, I need your help. Get over there. Get over in that room right now. You, sir.
Apparently, this gunman was ex-military.
Take this and you mail it to the editor of the Deseret Times. Hold on! Don't you leave this library until I tell you to leave. You understand me?
He had determined that he was going to take people hostage in an attempt to recover what he considered were damages due him from the United States government.
In the striped shirt, come over here.
He was holding a dead man's switch. If anything were to happen to the suspect, the point of contacts would be connected together, and that would detonate the bomb.
Let's go, you two! Come on! Come on! Please, get in there now.
When he had pointed the gun at me and I was leaving my wife.
And you, sir, you will be joining us today, too.
My main thought was this very intense fear of being separated from her at that moment.
Watch you arrange all these chairs around this table, okay?
What's going on?
Not in there with the gun, man. Come on.
Okay.
Help me mail it.
Okay, stay here. Hey, what do you want me to do with this thing?
I told him to mail it. You! Can't you take an order? Just mail that thing, will you?
Come on, man. Screw me with that gun. What do you want? What do you want me to do?
Just sit down and shut up with the rest of them. You hear me?
Z93 radio program director Tricia Griffith was on her day off when she got a call from someone at the station.
She had received a call from somebody saying they were being held hostage at the library, and they wanted to hear certain songs played. They wanted requests. And I said to play the songs that they want to hear.
Salt Lake City and county officers and SWAT team members surrounded the library building and came as far as the corridor outside the literature section.
Hi, Z93.
You've already heard about it on the news, and I need to get on the air. Do you understand me? I need to get some airtime right now.
Go call the police. He wants me to put him on the air, and I don't know what to do. Okay. Okay, Clifford, we're working on that right now. And what else did you want? All his demands were bizarre. He wanted a military doctor. He wanted to talk to the president. What else did you want? He didn't like Catholics. He didn't like women. He didn't like minorities. He felt that the world had done him wrong, and this was going to solve everything. I'll certainly see what I can do. It made no sense. No sense.
Salt Lake County Sheriff Aaron Kennard was in charge of the scene, assisted by hostage negotiator Chris Ahern.
Give me a briefing. What's going on?
Okay, I think we've got the...
We were able to determine that he had prior arrests for assault and also alcohol-related offenses.
This guy, I don't believe, is mentally stable.
Anything? The profile of him was a loner, and that he was very knowledgeable on military activities. You think he's identified Lieutenant Prescott? We determined that
if he releases that bomb, we're all dead. I have to hang up now.
We need to have Chief Ortega summon the commander of the National Guard. I'm only dealing with Ortega because he's the chief of police, and I want the commander of the National Guard to get the governor because I want a pardon. I also want my other demands met. The police outside should have a list of my demands, and I also gave a sealed envelope with U.S. postage on it to go to the editor of the Deseret Times with my demands.
In the beginning, I was trying to make sense out of what he was saying. But I realized as time wore on that if you tried to apply logic to what he was saying, it would make no sense.
There's nothing to discuss with the police. This is a military matter. This is a combat situation. This is a war. I don't want to have to do something like draw lots and select a victim here. They're testing my resolve, and it's coming down to the point where I may have to execute someone.
I don't like that at all.
He confirmed he was considering executing a hostage.
But the part about it that I didn't like was when he said, I think you know who it's going to be.
That rope right there, you're going to cut it into equal lengths. Then you're going to cut a short one, and you're going to mix it in there, okay?
Put your people on full alert. 10-4, thank you.
More than 4.5 hours had passed since the incident began.
Come on, just pick up the knife. It's right at your feet.
All of a sudden, my fellow hostage, Lloyd Prescott, stood up and just bellowed, "Sheriff's Department, everybody down," and we reacted instantaneously.
I'm the good guy! I'm the good guy!
When he talked about drawing straws, I knew that the time had come that I was going to have to take action.
Sure, he's the only one. Okay, good.
One of the big concerns I had is the bomb. I needed to give the people time to get below the plane of that table.
Got the gun. We need medical.
I later learned that he used too much duct tape on the suicide switch, and the wires were just a fraction of an inch from making contact.
The suspect was rushed to the hospital, where he later died.
Everybody okay?
None of the 10 hostages was injured.
It was very comforting to be under the wing of the SWAT team at that moment, because this was real and very, very frightening all day long. But still, I don't want this to really end. I don't want to forget it and bury it. I want to understand what happened there and why.
It's been 1.5 years.
I'm glad I'm not in radio anymore. I'm done being a disc jockey. I'm not playing requests for anybody. After this happened, it made me sit back and reflect. It made me realize what's important is my family, my friends, the people and things I love. Because at any moment,